So now we're going to do a little bit of practice with the visualization and also just get to know your data set a little bit better. So I assume that you already have gone to Learning Suite and then go to, oh, sorry, I'm a Windows person, not very used to Mac. So we are going to play with the bike buyers, this one. That is the script, and then this is a data set. You want to make sure that your script and your data set are in the same directory, because otherwise it's gonna cost you a lot of time to fix it. But make sure that's happening. But for this class particularly, I would like you to actually hands-on typing, get your hand dirty and just to play around with it, follow along with my script. So to create a new template, you go to here and new, right here, and then sorry, now you're used to Mac. New Python 3, and then you'll be able to create a new template. And then you can click Untitled, name it to something in class, practice. And then go here, just create a bunch. I like to just create a bunch of line, you gotta jump out of edit mode. Escape, beep, 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 beep. Okay, that's probably good. Okay, I want all of you to get to that point. And then, let's see, okay. Okay, so you're now at the very new Jupyter Notebook. And then I'm just going to clear this really quick. Clear. All right, here we go. So a lot of time you'll be given a data set, right? Your boss will come to you and say, okay, here's a data set. Figure something out. Like, I don't understand what our customers are doing, who our customers are, like who are likely to purchase our product, that type of things. Go explore this data set and play with it and tell me some business insight. So this is EDA, Exploratory Data Analysis. You're not necessarily creating some model building yet. You're just trying to get to know your data, play with it, and visualize it a little bit so you know what you're dealing with. Okay, so I guess just kind of curious, who here has played with Python with data analysis or data science for more than 5 hours before?
5 hours.
More than 5 hours.
3.
Okay. Who here is kind of scary now? Like, wow, I never played with Python or do anything like this. This sounds pretty hard, like a little bit worried. Anyone? No, you're all good? So I can go really fast? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I'm just going to go through each cells and then kind of try to explain what we're doing here. So right now, I would like all of you to type this. We need to import the necessary libraries here. Matplotlib is the most original, most authentic, most widely used data visualization library. It is created since like 1980 something. So it is powerful, but it gives you the visualization is kind of plastic, aka ugly. And then someone created this new one called Seaborn. It's pretty much based on top of Matplotlib. It's a much modern, prettier version of it, and you can pretty much do anything you want to do with Matplotlib. So these are the two main libraries we're going to use today. Okay, so first we need to get the data, right? Okay, we want to create a variable called, I call it bike buyers, so you can call it whatever you want. Call it my data set, bikers, customers, whatever you want. And then we do equals pd dot read CSV, and then you will load the data here. Just so you know, if you hit tab, it will actually auto-complete a lot of things. For example, if I do bike buyer, tab, complete, pd dot tab, oh, it's broken. Don't know what happened. Okay, read CSV, and then if you do bike and then tab, it auto completes because it's already in the folder.
Can you turn off the light or just use some?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sure. Is that too much?
Good?
Is that better?
That's good.
Or really?
Is there a way to enlarge the
Just go over here and use the screen guy.
and then
Command plus.
we can make it a little bit the percentage. Okay, Command Shift. That's okay.
What is it?
Command Shift.
Command Shift plus?
Use it quickly.
Command Shift.
This would be Command. Command Shift.
Command Shift.
There we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, awesome, awesome. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Woo! All right. So how do you see the? Sorry, I'm a Windows person again. Okay. So how do you view the data? You just type the variable, whatever you type for it, like buyers, my stuff, my data, and then execute it. Well, because I haven't. Okay, it's a. Control. Okay, here we go, running. Okay, bike buyer to see the data. All right, so what is this? This is essentially customers or potential customer, people walk into your bike stores and then trying to buy something like that. This is their data. Either they're married, their gender, income, have kids or not, the type of things, and then at the end, if they purchase a bike or not. Okay, that's the data set. And if you want to know the statistic stuff of it, you can do bike buyer dot described. And then that'll give you a really quick list of all the statistics you want. So from this, I can quickly learn that, okay, for age, the youngest is 25 years old, the oldest is 89 years old. Wow, 89 years old, try to buy a bike. Impressive. I can also learn that, okay, most of them probably have, 1 to 2 child. Most of them already have a car, that type of things. So this is just a really quick way to help you get familiar with your data set. Want to see the first 5? You just do head. Want to see the first 15? You just put in 15 parameter. Okay, first 15. Okay, want to see the type of your data, the columns? You can do bike buyer dot d types. Execute. You can see the data type of it. So ID is int, gender is some kind of object. I'm guessing it's probably a string list or something like that. But later on, if you want to modify it, change it into a different type, you can also do that. Now, I like to rename my purchase bike to purchase_bike. Why? Because if I don't do that, and if I do bike buyer, and then I cannot just do dot purchase bike. Tap, 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 tap. Nothing happened. Because there's a space in it. Python doesn't like it. Programming language doesn't like it. So, and if you want to retrieve data, you have to do something like this. Purchase bike. I don't know why it doesn't autocomplete, but it will if you do that. So I don't like that, so I want to rename it to underscore. So this is how you
It's
do
like
it.
SQL, right? I mean, you can do things with spaces in the column names, but it's a pain.
So you do bike buyer dot rename. Oh wow. And then column equals, this is the old column name to the new column name. And then if you do in place equals true, that just means that, you're pretty much just throw away your old data frame, give you the brand new one with the new name. If you call it false, you would pretty much just keep the old one and modify the name of it. If you don't want to bother doing anything of this, if you don't put in place equal true, by default it is true, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. For this script, you do have to execute this so that the rest of the script can be executed. Okay, if you only want to see a certain column, you can do bike buyer dot education or dot age dot income, or you can do the brackets, quotation mark, and then the name of it. That will work too. Now, if you want to see data that just whoever purchased bikes, you can do bike buyer, the column name, purchase bike equals yes. And then that will show you all the records of those who has purchased a bike. These, you don't really have to execute them. I just put it here. This is an example of how you can also upload your data from the internet. So you can come grab the URL and then just call panda.read CSV URL. It's the same with the local version. And then exploit as the CSV files. You can also do, this variables and then .to_CSV, and then you will save a local version of this data frame. On the Windows, it's Shift Tab. You'll be able to see it. Or otherwise, you can just do type and then bike buyer. It would do it. Okay, because I haven't executed this one. Okay, so it returns pen.core frame data frame. It is a data frame.